You know, those Wagners, when they left in 1350, the words were Kia ora.
Kia ora, and welcome to ISLA's second trip to the Cook Islands. Meet the volunteers. Without these guys and gals and folks like them, none of these ISLA trips would be possible. And we're going to give you guys an inside look into what it's like to volunteer with ISLA. So who am I? I'm Dave. I'm pretty fortunate to get to go on the very first ISLA trip. And since then, I've had so many cool experiences and met amazing people. I've had some crazy adventures, and I even made a couple of quirky friends along the way. I love what I get to do with this organization, and I could talk at length about it, but as usual, when I sat down and I spoke with some of our most recent volunteers, they said it better than I could. So, without further ado, Trevor, do you have any advice for prospective volunteers?
My advice? Come with an open mind.
A little information and then I'll be quiet. The Cook Islands is 15 islands, somewhere in the South Pacific, between Hawaii and New Zealand. They have a unique and very friendly Polynesian culture. And there are plenty of little spots just like this one. Hey Phil, where was I?
Be open-minded.
Oh yeah. There are going to be hurdles along the way, and you can't be afraid to get your feet wet.
Be willing to explore, try new things.
And if one of the locals asks you to dance, you're probably going to have to go and dance.
Definitely apply. It is the best rewarding experience you could ever do.
I think everyone on this trip has such a big passion.
So I'm pretty impressed that there's an organization that, searches places around the world that are in need of a lifeguard service.
I would say it's, first of all, very organized.
Be adaptable to any situation that's thrown at you.
And just, making places like Rarotonga safer. And I think going on an ISLA trip, you get more of an experience of where you are.
Learned from a couple legends on this trip.
Just going to different places around the world and teaching what we all love, just water safety, rescues, lifeguarding in general.
And just be ready to work hard during the course.
Learn a whole range of new techniques.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming and making me work.
I think the organization is super cool, and I definitely will do another trip with ISLA.
Even just from your simple rescue buoys to your rescue tube,
Do it during that 3-day course. You're busting your balls. You're working as hard as you can.
Different paddling techniques and everything.
And also, teaching the island locals reinforces everything you've learned.
Work hard, play even harder.
This trip really opens your eyes to a different culture.
Being middle age, in my mid-30s, wouldn't stop me from going on another ISLA trip.
Well, every trip I've done before this is purely for myself.
I just had so much fun on this trip. So
I wouldn't think twice about going on another trip.
well, since I'm the youngest age I think it is to join an ISLA trip at 18, I would definitely recommend going at any age. I think it's a life-changing experience.
Lifeguard-wise, it all boils down to the same thing.
The boys better send it. Get on the ISLA trips.
And in the end, it's always the moments like these that I remember the most when I'm back home. Because this is what really matters. It's people, meeting other people, making new friends, learning about a new culture, sharing our love for the ocean. I mean, that's what this whole thing is about, right? And there are so many memories and so many amazing experiences that I'm going to be able to look back on when I'm back at the grind or stuck in traffic somewhere. I can just remember that we all came together and did something good. And you know I'm counting the days until my next trip, where I know I'll see you guys somewhere in some far-flung corner of the world.
That being an ISLA trip is a life-changing thing.